Forrest, yes, the Boone game. Boone handled the group manager. John Henn been the beat perimeter. Party cracking, don't panic. Needle on the record, got the ladies dancing. Original magic. Up in your hand, ain't nobody gon' pass it now. This a B-boy, we get loud now. In the merciless sun, up at the hideout. Pull your cards out, full of aces. Room on the table, and I know you can taste it like this.
Rockets are out of Houston and into an interconference game. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. And with the road trip approaching, the Pacers will play the final game of their homestand. It's a disappointing segment of the season for this team, no doubt about it, as the losing streak has continued, guys, to grow.
They just looked sort of lost out there lately. You know, they're not playing with a whole lot of purpose or drive, and you just can't wait for good things to happen. You've got to make them happen.
Şengün is a guy that works ultra hard at his craft. Being a bit undersized at the center position, you know what? That's what you got to do sometimes.
Now Green, after the missed three from Buddy Hield. Back to Green. Puts up a three. They get the rebound. There's the triple. Christopher, no good. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, I just didn't see any fire from them to want to get it back. That's just one of those games you throw away in the trash and try and forget about it.
Now here's Hield. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Hey, Richard, how about Şengün? This guy stands out when he's out on the court.
Yeah, he sure does, all due to his work ethic. Plays quick inside and makes the most of his floor time. A couple more years and this dude could be a standout.
On offense, here are the Pacers. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
Now here's Green, following the miss by Tyrese Haliburton. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Indiana.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first four shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Hield can't hit.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first five here to start the game.
Here's Green, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
He takes it in. Pass to Şengün. Green deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. Out to the wing. Christopher, that's good. Richard, we're seeing a lot more back-to-backs now at this mid-portion of the season. What are those like to play in for a player?
Oh, they are fun because it's a mental challenge and it's a physical challenge more than anything on that one. But I love it. I am not opposed to back-to-backs because you know what? There were players that used to have to play them and fly on flights in the morning. Now we get to fly on private jets. So if they can do it, we can do it.
And you got to get your rest, though, between those games, don't you? Huh?
Yeah, you got to get your rest and you got to get your sleep, but do not eliminate the back-to-backs. I love them.
2 minutes.
Now here is Martin. Following the miss by Tyrese Haliburton. Over in the corner, Washington. A three-pointer is right on target.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Pass to Nesmith. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Misses the three.
He might be getting in his head a little bit, trying to get something going, but he's still scoreless in the quarter.
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but there's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks. A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Here's Christopher. In the corner, it's Martin. Pass to Washington. Here's Şengün. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Normally he drains that.
On the wing, Hield. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
Here's Christopher. Screen by Smith. Here's Christopher. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. One is on Hield.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Here's Nembhard. And again, it's Indiana.
And that turnaround jumper, such a great shot to have at your disposal.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Rockets lead by 1. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just the 4th time someone has reached those numbers in a game.
And for Turner, Greg, that ridiculous line has been equaled by only 2 players ever.
Hey, Kevin, how about that? Only Karl Anthony Towns and Vince Carter, who've had the combination of threes, rebounds, and blocks, shows you how special Turner's all-around game is.
Right wing. And a miss there on the triple. Indiana leading. Here he goes. And it's Mathurin missing.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the team must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Emphatic 2 points from Green. Great to see him being aggressive and not settle for jumpers.
The shot's good. Mathurin's got the lead up to 1 now for Indiana.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Back to Green. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Pass to Garuba. And some nice passing there by Houston. And here's Green outside. That shot off. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And McConnell gets it to go.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Here's Green. 11-point game his last outing. Richard, if there's one thing the Rockets want to emphasize this year, it's defense.
Yeah, no question. They've been one of the worst defensive teams in the league the past few seasons. To turn your fortunes around, you gotta focus on defense. It's the most important thing.
Here's Nembhard. That one a little long.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Three-pointer, Hield. Rebound by Smith. Rockets trail. Here's Green. Pass to Smith. Back to Green. Gonna go that time. And Indiana will come the other way. Hield with it. Out left to the wing. Here's Nembhard. Guarded by Holiday. Indiana again missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. Into the lane. Pass to Nembhard. It's tipped. Here's Brissett. It's rebounded by Houston. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, it looked like they were settling out there, not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they wanted.
They set the pick. Hield from outside. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. And Green gets it to go.
The defense does have Green well covered, but he fights through it and finds a way inside.
To the paint. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Duarte. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nesmith can't get it to go. Now the Rockets with it. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. Kicked away. Three-pointer, Hield. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Substitution on the court.
Off the inbound. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for Houston. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could... Oh, my goodness! What a play!
And one of Green's best assets, his leaping ability. He's a natural athlete, very explosive. And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
Oh, there is nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says, we very rarely give up. This team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process, but it's worth doing.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch. And we thank you for that story. And Halliburton slams it in.
What a slam by Halliburton. Using that agility to make a statement.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And Greg, one thing about that winding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin. And that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Inside, Turner. The shape. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Very few young players see the floor as well as Halliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
And it's Green missing. Pacers trailed by 7. Here's Halliburton. Rebound by Smith.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they're trailing in this ball game.
Plays it up and banks it in. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
A shooter of Smith's skill can be dangerous, but defenses will only get better as the season progresses.
Here's Christopher. He has 7. Houston moving it around. Screen by Smith. Outside, Green. Here's Christopher. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's an 11-point Rocket lead. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
So both teams making some changes here. Pass to Nora. Shoots over Tate. The Pacers keeping it going. A new 14-second clock.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And it's sent back by Turner.
An elite rim protector and shot blocker. Turner excels at rising up and denying those shots.
To the wing right side. Back to Tate. And Tate throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
From deep. The shot, no good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Pass to Nora. Over in the corner, Turner. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And you know how hard Turner goes, has the strength needed to work through the contact and finish.
And that one misses. Shot and game clock separated by 5. The rebound by Turner. And so he'll bring it up for Indiana. 11-point game. This is his first free throw of the game.
Second personal foul.
He's off on the first.
At the line for the Pacers, George Hill.
He hits the second from the line. To the middle. Christopher, that's good. Christopher's got 11 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's the Houston Rockets up by a dozen here at the
Rockets, 42.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Pacers trailed by 12. Halliburton outside. Out to Turner. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
To stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
Martin with the bucket.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
And it's Mathurin missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pass to Smith. Here's Christopher. Lets it go with the three. The rebound by Halliburton. It's tipped. It's stolen by Smith. Now Şengün out to the right wing. Washington with it. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Martin trains the three-pointer. Martin's got 6 in the quarter.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And it's Halliburton missing. Rockets leading by 16. Pass to Washington. And here is Şengün. Turner trying to free himself up. Washington, that's good.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's in.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Christopher. Pass to Green. Now here is Martin. Shot clock at 5. And it's sent back by Turner. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Timeout called the Pacers.
Time for your Indiana Pick Stakes, everyone. Let's get excited. Dance team, they're amazing. Thanks, everybody.
Pacers trailed by 18. To the inside. Here's Mathurin. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Christopher. The Rockets with another miss.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There.
So many times you hurt me so much. I don't really want to talk about it. Too many times you hurt me so much. Too many times you said it was over.
This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter.
They just couldn't get into a rhythm offensively. They didn't shoot it well and also didn't get the best of looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
6 on the shot clock. Picked by Smith. Here's Green. Claxton with a rebound.
No queda ni oro, repleta la cacha con las más bellas muchachas. Al ruco siempre lo guachan y saga. Si jala, con juegos, no se nada, ya saben aquí quién manda porque traemos a. Siempre diré la Toyota, todos andamos pelones y siempre. Ahora pues, ándale, no te me pases. Ahora pues, ándale, llámele a tu flota. Yo tengo unos carnales que te tumban el calzón. Yo no fui, no sé quién, ande que rapapón, un chingo como tú que se tira. Este es 100% México, no mato el rucón. La fiesta no se acaba, se escuchan. De algunas son a la voz del rucón. No para de las máscaras. Nunca llega el balillón, el ruco es de familia. Versace siempre su envidia, los haters llenos de envidia, no creen eso de la Biblia. Me gusta andar por la sierra, crecí entre los matorrales y aprendí a sacar las cuentas nomás con tanto.
It's a West versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Quick trip here for the Kings, just one game away before heading back to Sacramento. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
The team only had itself on its bandwagon early, but here they are taking care of business because they had the confidence to know they could get it done.
Here's Murray. 6 to shoot. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. One thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Pass to DeRozan. Over Murray. Sinks that one from the post.
DeRozan's hard to handle when he's scoring inside. The D doesn't know who to put on him.
Fox with it. Williams picks him up. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
And here's Levine. Vucevic.
A high IQ player. Vucevic has that sixth sense for when to cut after screening for a teammate. What you love about Vucevic, the consistency, solid shooting percentages, and he's averaged double-digit rebounds for the last 5 years.
Back to Murray. Five on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Goes up again. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Pass to Vucevic. Over Sabonis. And it's Vucevic missing. You know, Greg, adding to that for Vucevic, the last 2 seasons, he's been excellent in the playoffs.
Great point, Kevin. His numbers were up over what he did in the regular season. He hits clutch shots, gives them a physical presence, and he is just a rock in the middle.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Guys, I did have a chance to talk with the head coach of the Kings. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these 2 teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best, and we're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
Great, David. Thanks. We'll see if they can execute and create some good looks early and then great capitalize.
Yeah, this is also a good way to challenge your shooters. Get them mentally prepared for what's about to come.
I think more decent looks come from more floor spacing.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 6-point game. Pass to Bradley. It's hauled in by the Kings.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now, here's Monk. His last outing, he had 8 points. Back to Mitchell. On the wing, Monk. Off target from the wing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Right wing. Caruso with the ball. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. Kings leading now by 6. Here's Mitchell, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Davis. Now, here's Monk. 6 on the shot clock. Good D by Drummond.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Outside DeRozan. Over Monk. They grab their own miss. Drummond trying to get himself free. Dragic gets the bucket.
Yeah, Dragic has always had that sneaky ability, finding a way to make a difference on that play.
Now Monk launches a 3. And that does it for the first quarter. Kings ahead, up by 4. And we'll get going after this from United. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
The wide open look here for Vucevic. No good on the triple.
And the Kings look a whole lot different now than they did for most of the 21-22 season. And they were changes that had to be made.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Now when a team suffers a playoff drought like the Kings have, Greg, you can expect some major moves.
And you just hope they can find some stability, Kevin, moving forward. This is a team that's gone through 12 head coaches since the last time they made the playoffs.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The Kings have made a lot of moves to shake up their roster. De'Aaron Fox says, I think the mood is definitely better. It's like a breath of fresh air. Getting a feel for each other and seeing the chemistry come to fruition is huge. Success isn't always immediate with trades and signings, so we look toward the future. Kevin, back to you.
That's all they can do. Okay, thanks, D.A. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Keegan Murray. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Kings.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Love the passing that they've displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
And here's Herter. For 3, Murray. Bean with the rebound. Bulls trailed by 5. Sabonis grabs the board. And here are the Kings now. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. Here's Fox. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just...
And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. You look at the Hawks.
And I'm going to give them some tough love. There's no cohesion out there. Seemingly no sense of purpose or will to win. And you see it in their body language. It is troubling.
Now here's Ingram. Clock at 4. Drives to the hoop. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Really calm action from Ingram. Clock winding down, he still buries it. After being drafted 19th overall in the 2017 draft, John Collins continuing to exceed expectations, which has contributed to what he does in terms of his workload.
Back to McCollum. Knocked loose. Ooh, stolen by Murray. This one for 3. No good that time. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. Collins has developed into much more than an athletic roll man, Brent.
Yeah, you're right, B.A. The fact that he only attempted 1 3-pointer in college and now is just letting him go here in the league. The guy is an efficient scorer from everywhere on the floor.
Here's Capella. And a missed layup. And the shot's good.
Capella, one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. It's because of his activity.
Outside Ingram. Pass to McCollum. Here's Murphy. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot. Collins with the defensive effort. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
We appreciate Trae Young and that shooting ability, but reminding us once again, he will dish.
Pass to Ingram. Outside Jones. Back to Ingram. There's the three. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
They expect Brandon Ingram to give them a constant inside-outside threat. He's got to go ahead from three-point line whenever he wants it. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And that one's good. Ingram. Here in the middle part of the season, Grant, what are the biggest challenges for players?
Well, B.A., it's mental, physical, and emotional fatigue. Night in and night out, you have to stay focused. But the amount of games teams play, all those back-to-backs, traveling across the country, bringing it every time out can be difficult.
The Hawks trailing. Back to Young. Pass to Murray. To the inside. Here's Capella. And a slam dunk by Capella.
Well, take your choice. You can either foul him or watch him dunk. Well, actually, in this case, you could get both.
Time called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And there's 1:38 left in the first. Here's Alvarado. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Pass to Richardson. Into the lane. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
One part about Josh Richardson's game is the speed factor. Turns on the jets when he's taking it to the rack.
Gets the 3 ball to go. Hunter's got 5 points. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. We're not even in the second half. He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Oh, stolen by Richardson. Here's Alvarado. The shot misses. Ooh, excellent D there from Young. The Hawks leading. Back to Murray. Inside. Capella. And a slam dunk by Capella.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Richardson. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Nance. Capella with the defensive effort. That one is off. And so it's Clint Capella making things happen for Atlanta. Between the scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Hawks?
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half. You know, this Hawks team really does score the ball well. Lots of dynamic players on this team, and Young has made a huge difference in their production.
Here's Collins, following the score by New Orleans. Back to Young. Pass to Capella. And a slam dunk by Capella.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Valanciunas down low. McCollum outside. Tries again. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Checking in for the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Young inside. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Jones. A clear look from McCollum. Down low. Here's Murphy. Outside for Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Capella.
Ingram adding more muscle and a little more moxie each and every year.
So about Atlanta, just how far can this team make it?
Well, B.A., there's no question they'll be efficient on the offensive end. But the question is, can they put everything else together and be a complete team? That'll ultimately be the difference.
Now here's Ingram. He had 25 points in his last game.
Capella's reach is so intimidating for anybody on the inside. That's why you can anchor your defense with him.
Here's Murray. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. To the wing on the left. Here's Capella. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Capella's got 12 points.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Atlanta making some changes here. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. For 3, McCollum. And Bay pulls it down.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
And when Pelicans fans watch what Ingram has become, it takes the sting out of the Anthony Davis trade, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram has grown into a full-fledged star in New Orleans. I mean, he's a centerpiece for the franchise going forward. Now, looking back, it seems like it was a win-win trade for both teams.
Bogdanovich into the lane. Got it. Bogdanovich has got his first 2 points.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Ingram. Pass to Alvarado. Clock at 6. For 3, McCollum. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Bay. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Nance pulls down the board.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Back to McCollum. Pass to Alvarado. The 3-ball. Nance with it. Outside for Ingram. They grab their own miss. Murphy's shot is good.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Deflected.
More of this from Larry Nance Jr. rising up and tossing that one away.
Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Griffin. Buries it down low. And the Hawks lead by 11.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. It's tipped. And here's Valanciunas. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Offensive rebound.
That was a clever move to try to lose the defender in midair there, even if he didn't knock down the shot.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. Atlanta making some changes here. The Pelicans trail.
Yeah, bottom line for this Pelican squad, they need to get better on the defensive end. They may have to get more 3-and-D type of guys on this roster.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Here's Ingram. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Ingram's got 5 points now in the quarter. All right, so about the Pelicans. What has been holding them back?
Well, B.A., it's definitely not the offense, especially with the healthy Zion. If they can find a way to have greater consistency on the defensive end, then they can take a big step as a franchise.
The kick out to Young. Pulls it, and they recover it. Misses the jumper. Ingram with the ball. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
And this is where that length shows off on particular plays like that. Still able to score.
Pass to Hunter. They kick it out to Murray. Back to Hunter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And DeAndre Hunter is still just a young talent here in the league, but in college, he was a champ, winning the trophy in 2019.
And both free throws good for Hunter. Having a national championship at the collegiate level is rarer than you think for an NBA player.
Well, it puts him in great company, and it's pretty much guaranteed proof of why everyone was so interested in his progress. He's a winner, and he's got tons of potential.
Here's Marshall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Cool. Can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Back to Capella. Now here's Murray. And here's Hunter from the arc. That shot is off. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Jones. Capella with the defensive effort. The Hawks leading. Now here's Young. Good D by Richardson. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Marshall. Here's Richardson. No good. A bit long that time. Right side, Hunter. Young with it. He's picked up by Jones. Outside Murray. Up and over Richardson. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
New Orleans calls timeout. Pelicans making a switch here. And the Hawks going from the Eastern Conference Finals to the 8th seed via play-in. A bit of a step backwards last year.
Yeah. You know, growing as a young team has its ups and downs. Hawks know they can be better than the 8th seed. They now have an expectation of a playoff caliber ball club.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
They kick it out to Murray. To the left wing. Pass to Hayes. With the drive. He's off on the layup. Outside Murray. And here's Hunter from the arc. Nance pulls down the board. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Alvarado. Back to Richardson. Pass to Nance. Hey, rejected by Capella. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Capella. Eight seconds left in the third. Clock at 2. Richardson, no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Hawks ahead, up 5. Don't go anywhere. The final. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Pelicans trail. McCollum outside. 3. Pointer, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Hunter. Collins, the open look. He can't get that one to fall. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. That'll be just the second road game of 5 in a row. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's New Orleans with it. Now Ingram. Back to McCollum. Outside Ingram. McCollum outside. Outside for Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Ingram has the skill to do that. A nice job setting up and receiving the pass.
Hunter can't get it to go. McCollum with it. Checked by Murray. Out to McCollum. And here's Ingram from the arc. Here's Valanciunas to tie it up. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
There are ways to get a guy like Jonas Valanciunas to be aggressive in the game. You got to feed the big man, so get him the ball earlier, get it to him often.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Nate McMillan's huddle. And with every possession being critical, he was clear with his team. Quote, "This is what we prepared for. Keep your focus, stay in the moment, and execute." He believes that's the path to victory, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. They've got a shot at taking back the lead here.
Yes, they do. Could be the opening they've been waiting for.
Pass to Ingram to take the lead. Drills it from deep. Ingram's got 13 in the second half.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Back to Murray to stop the run. Hunter with the ball. Tipped away. Stolen by Jones. It's a one-on-one situation. McCollum's shot is off.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And the slam dunk by Capella.
And how about Capella? Not the guy you expect, but cool under pressure that time. That is why Trae Young has the ball.
Back to McCollum. Pass to Valanciunas. And here's Jones. Now here's McCollum. Guarded by Young. Fires the three. McCollum's shot is off.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
New Orleans calls timeout. They're down by 8. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Ingram. .144 left to the fourth. Pass to Jones. Back to Ingram. Outside Jones. 6 to shoot. McCollum outside. And again, no good by New Orleans.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Here's McCollum to halt the run. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And a slam dunk by Capella.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Hawks.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
And they increased their win total to 29.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Clint Capella.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer. At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 14-2 run here. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. And the Hawks lead by 13.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
So we see the Hawks taking the W here. This one was a...
This grand hustle team of kings is getting rich. I lean and get lit. Lima bean 6, I take breath. The opposite of. I ride 26 and let my screen flip. Trophy watching open. Triple black phantom. Nah, it ain't tilt. With Lucky torn down the man, but nah, it ain't flip. Hey, bounce. Okay, then I let my shoulder lean. And I bet my car tall. And I bet my motor clean. Suicide door, brown rover look like Pokemon. Everybody know me in the club, call it Trope, doping me. Ice crumb for Boca Raton. 100 carat ham froze for an eon. Red, black, and white shit, now ride Dion.
I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Thrilled to be back in Oklahoma City. The Thunder ready for that home court advantage. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
I would expect for both sides to come out fast and full of emotion. Just the nature of this rivalry.
And part of it is they know each other so well. The team that executes best is likely going to come away with the W.
As we get close to the All-Star break, Greg, what's the vibe like in the locker room post-trade deadline?
It's great if you're a playoff team and just knowing your GM wanted to keep you on the squad. Plus, you've got a little break coming up, so lots of happy dressing rooms right now.
Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the night.
Because of his length, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has no issues operating near the cup.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Lillard with the bucket.
And there's such an edge to Lillard's game. Dave doesn't care where he is on the court. He's going to get buckets.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Greg, when you watch Anfernee Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
Pass to Simons. Kicks it out to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Traps in the tray. Lillard's got 5 now.
And part of what makes Dame special, he can pour it in working off the ball. Rare to see a point guard who finds points without the rock in their hands.
Now here's Wiggins. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Portland trailing here. Grant, right side. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here now the Thunder. Drives to the hoop. And he slams it one-handed.
6'8". That's excellent size, and Josh Giddey makes that dunk easy work.
Lillard outside.
And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown. Stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
And at some point, Greg, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he is in the conversation. You'd have to include Walden Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument.
Here's Joe. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now here's Lillard. Here's Sharp. Portland no good that time either. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first. Back to Knox. Kicks it out to Lillard. Inside. Sharp. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
And it's Lillard missing.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Trailblazers trailed by 3. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Joe.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Nobody near Lillard. It's good. This game is all even. Lillard's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Trailblazers.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Pass to Reddish. Here is Lillard. Lets it go with the 3. That shot off the mark. It could go. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Thunder up 2. After this break, we'll be... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Left side, Williams. Lets the three fly. The shot will not fall. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, a lot of ups and downs. You know, there's a different little ebb and flow to that one. And I think they just seem to fade down the stretch.
You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past. A few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That is his first foul of the game. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Shaedon Sharpe picks one up.
And you know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's rise to NBA stardom was meteoric.
Well, for me, GA, the more responsibility this guy seems to be given, the better he gets. He's improved every year, and at this point in Shai's career, it looks like his ceiling could be very, very high.
And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays. Nice vision from the youngster, Sharpe that time.
Pass to Williams. Wiggins surveying the floor. 6 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And it's Simons missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
They double him with Wiggins. Simons with the ball. 11-point game his last outing. Out to the wing. Little can't hit.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Second team foul.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he jams it with authority.
Such a smoothness and ease to the way Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays. What a pretty drive. Makes it look easy.
Now, here's Grant. 23 points his last outing. From deep, Johnson. That one doesn't go. Oklahoma City leading by 9. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. The front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on building a sustainably great team. We continue to be forward-facing in that respect. Kevin, back to you.
It's a good philosophy, and they're not looking for any shortcuts, which is admirable. David, thanks. Back to Johnson. Hits the three-point bomb. Grant's got 5 now.
Very good awareness from Grant. Just the ability to catch and shoot. So important to his growth.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simons, the big name from that group.
And Simons and Little Greg, a pair of names Portland fans are definitely excited about.
And they've shown that they can be valuable players. Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop.
Johnson outside. Lillard right side. The good-looking shot from the wing. 11 points in the game.
And the shot-first mindset of Lillard, when he sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to attack.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Lillard outside. Pass to Knox. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. From outside the arc. Just 5 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And stolen by Lillard. And he drives in. And then Lillard slams it in.
And that's a great move by Lillard. Quick and decisive. Doesn't waste time on the attack.
Substitution on the floor.
One second left. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. No one near them. Hits that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Back to Simons. Launches it. And the Trailblazers, another three.
And you see the confidence Lillard has from that spot. You expect him to knock those down.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Back to Giddey. Clock at 4. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot. Eubanks grabs the miss. Portland trailing here. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
The Trailblazers making a switch here.
Blazers substitution.
Lillard from outside. That shot, no good. And here are the Thunder now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And it's Giddey in the corner. Offline with his three.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
The shot's good from Simons.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense. That's just way too easy, guys.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Here's Mann. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
I think when you begin talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder, the first name you have to bring up, obviously, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's a guy who can lead an organization, both with his skill set and his leadership abilities.
And he's good on the three ball. Lillard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Williams can't get it to go.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Pass to Simons. He can, and for the Thunderdors, they're so excited about SGA being the face of their team.
Well, the commitment they made tells you all you need to know. He's signed through the year 2027, meaning he's here for the long haul, and he has a great attitude about it. They have told him you are a cornerstone here in Oklahoma City.
Nobody near Williams. Sinks the triple. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Johnson in the corner. Taken away by Williams. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Pass to Wiggins. The Trailblazers pull it in. 1:53 left in the third. And a deep three from Lillard. Portland again missing. Oklahoma City trailing. To the inside. Man. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Just finding the open man and making sure it's on time and on target. This is who Josh Giddey is.
Here's Lillard. For three. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Wiggins outside. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Oklahoma City moving it around. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. Pass to Williams. Wiggins outside. On the wing, Giddey. Goes back up.
Substitution on the court.
There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. The shot's good. Joe's got 5 now.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's Grant. Takes it off the glass. He has 7.
Well, this is why Jeremy Grant's size is important. Stretches out beautifully whenever he's close to the rack.
Sharks, that's good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Down low. There's the steal. To the paint. Pass to Joe. Now here's Williams. With 1 on the clock. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Thunder lead by 3. And we're just moments away. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The Thunder leading by 3. Pass to Joe. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Charge has the open look. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Sharch. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Jang. From deep. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. Feigl for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
Here's Williams. Pass to Joe. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
You know, they would have liked to have gotten the ball, but he did make it a 2-possession game.
Took him no time at all on that one. Lillard's got 11 in the second half.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Nasir Little picks one up.
This guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, someone you can trust. An excellent free throw shooter, very willing to perform in the clutch, someone you love having.
He's had a few shaky trips at the line tonight, but he seems to be getting back to his old self.
And Lillard gets it to go.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has an array of moves, this guy can get going offensively, and he's starting to cook a little bit.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Simons on the wing to take the lead. And again, it's Portland with the 3.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Getting no one around him. The Thunder with another miss. Portland leading. Simons with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Simons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
It's up a 3. Drills it from outside. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the quarter.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Grant gets a wide open look. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Boy, Jeremy Grant showing some level-headed poise in the face of a big moment. Big-time shot.
Simons on the wing. Lillard outside. Pass to Grant. Now here's Simons. Clock is at 3. 3-pointer, Lillard. A shot that time, not on target. And it's Wiggins with the ball for the Thunder. Back to Williams. Here's Wiggins. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Yes!
That bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 1. 23 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high-percentage look if that's at all possible.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
You're During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing. And it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 2. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
What a moment for Gilgeous-Alexander in the clutch. Yes, sir.
Now Lillard. For the win. Oh, he nailed it.
In the cut, big black truck. You can pick it up now. Okay, push the off of the porch or hit the if it happen to it makes a round sounds. On my lap, push it back and go to town down. Putting rap on my back and I'm black and snatching crowns.
I know I can't afford to stop for one moment. That it's too soon.
Me and my money attached emotionally. I get the clutch, and if you get too close to me, I'm at the top where I'm supposed to be. Jumping in the game like they coaching me. 400 rats ain't but a show to me. I'm on the road and I bet that you with me. When I'm in traffic, it's always up with me. Pillsbury, man, I keep doing with me. Slide to the other side, it's always a man down. Draw down, hands in the air, bait one move, get. Giving out so long, they don't even want to talk no more, they just run down. No lock doors, I serve with a. She was hanging with a op. We call her Mickey, talk to the. I was on Pinedale in the sock. Back in the day, I invest in the block. Fast for a 9.
And hello again, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday afternoon edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. The Hawks still playing on their home court in this one. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year.
Well, these two teams will see plenty of each other as this is the first of 4 contests between them this year.
And the better they know each other, the more competitive they become. Expect this first one to be extremely spirited with each side trying desperately to send a message early.
Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And it goes out of bounds. A last touch by Purdy. Young from outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Birtle with the ball and guarded by Capella. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
The drive by Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Oh, Scotty Barnes off the deck into the cup. Nice finish.
And you look at Jakob Poeltl, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
Murray with it.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Here's Young. Second chance shot. And finally they hit one. And Greg Poeltl has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David.
And you expect this from Young. He scans the floor and finds an open man for the shot.
Siakam misses.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors, trailing by 2. AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
And here's Atlanta. To the middle. Paxson coming off the assist from Young.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
So, timeout called here. The first for Toronto. Raptors trailed by 6. Siakam looking around. Pass to Van Vliet. Now, here's Siakam. He had 35 points last game out. The kick out to Barnes. Trent with the wide open look. And the Raptors miss again. Here's Young over Trent. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, tight little up fake there. Young using it to create contact, and we know he's a terrific free throw shooter.
And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
Well, we know that Fred VanVleet can be relied upon to find the open man. This guy's so consistently good at it.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now, here's Achua. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Achua. 4 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. A 3 from Barnes. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Hawks leading by 4. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bogdanovich with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Pass to Okongwu. Shoots over Achua. Atlanta again missing. Count it.
Well, solid execution. Fred VanVleet is just so steady. This guy always makes the right basketball play.
And here's Young from the arc. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. Pass to Trent. Back to Achua. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Atlanta.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Stolen by VanVleet. And that does it for the first quarter. Hawks on top, leading by 5. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena.
10.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Pass to Flynn. Young outside. Back to Flynn. VanVleet outside. Nifty move. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And when the stakes get high and you need a big shot, we know how dependable Fred VanVleet is.
It feels to me, Greg, like the bigger the moment, the more dangerous Fred VanVleet is. We've seen him so many times knock down so many huge shots. Doesn't matter the setting, Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals. This guy, the very definition of fearless.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Pass to Pirtle. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. The Hawks leading by 5. And they double up Murray. Right wing. Right side Griffin. Outside Collins. And the 3 off target. And the Raptors with the ball. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Griffin draws the double. In the corner, it's Hunter. And it's Murray with the jam.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it. Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
And the Raptors call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's Trent. That one, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Here's Young. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 9 points.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Barnes, right side. Will it go? And it's sent back by Okongwu.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Sinks the triple.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Down low. Back to Trent. And it's sent back by Okongwu.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Pass to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Young's shot is good.
And, man, he makes shooting threes look effortless. Young's quick release from distance is especially lethal.
Toronto calls timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Raptors trail by 21. Here's Siakam. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And looking back on that Toronto run, Pascal Siakam, Doris, was a big piece to that puzzle.
There's no question about it. They allowed that young man to flourish in transition. He was a tremendous defender for the group. He was a big-time part of that title. Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
The Raptors have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Drives to the hoop. Pass to Trent. Now Van Vliet. He's got 5. Nobody near Barnes. And the Raptors miss again. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. Back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. First 3-pointers off the mark. Raptors trailed by 18. Here's Trent, and he converts the layup.
Well, Trent Jr. has a reputation of being a shooter, but don't sleep on his athletic ability and skill. Nice finish inside.
Young is double. Here's Collins, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Siakam. The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
So he comes up empty at the line.
And Collins is shown to be a game changer on the floor. The problem for him has been staying on the floor. Has fought the injury bug his whole career.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Here's Van Vliet. Rebound by the Hawks. For Collins, he has yet to play close to a full slate of games, Greg, in a single season.
Collins has missed time in each season he's played. He's young enough. A few years of good injury fortune can change the narrative, and let's just hope that's the case for his sake.
Well, an 0-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Back to Young. Lets the three fly. Another miss by Young.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Offensive rebound. In the corner, it's Hunter. Back to Young. 6 to shoot. Drops in the tray. Young's got 18 points in the game.
One of the most dangerous scorers in the game. Young's confidence serves as the catalyst for him taking over games.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
So both teams making some changes here. Raptors trailed by 13. Pass to Boucher. Bay pulls it in.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
The Hawks leading by 13. Van Vliet brings the double team. Good ball movement here by the Hawks.
And they shot it well in the first half, but have suffered a drop-off since then. Still, though, in the lead, so they can make up for it on the defensive end.
Connects from three-point range.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Rejected by Murray.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Here's Boucher. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Trent, left side. Plays it up and banks it in.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's Van Vliet, top of the key. To the left wing. Here's Boucher. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Wow, Chris Boucher using that length to finish on the interior. Nice shot.
Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Van Vliet with the ball. And it's sent back by Okongwu.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Here's the three. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Atlanta with a 10-point lead. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Trent. There's the triple. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Trent got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Toronto. Capella with it, covered by Achua. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Van Vliet wide open. Barnes with it, and guarded by Capella. Back to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Achua. No good on the three.
He's got to know not to take that shot when he's so closely defended.
To the paint. Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Trent outside. Kicks it out to Siakam. Over in the corner, Barnes. Young with the steal. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
You know, after the pick, good job igniting the fast break. Young is a catalyst in so many ways.
Takes the 13-footer. Rebound, Atlanta.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Fires the three. It's hauled in by Achua.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Barnes looking around. To end the drought. A shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Young with the ball. Picked up by Van Vliet. Pass to Capella. And stolen by Siakam. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Boy, the evolution of Pascal Siakam has been such a pleasure to watch. The work ethic is commendable, and he's learning how to be a leader, guys.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Young, no good.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Here's Siakam. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
And the dunk by Capella.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Here's Siakam. It's not going to go for him. The Hawks leading by 12. Outside for Murray. Out to the wing. And There's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Pirtle.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Hawks.
Nothing like second-chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball down.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Trae Young.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Van Vliet. Pass to Collins. Here's Young. Siakam pulls it in. On the wing, Barnes. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Boy, Scotty Barnes, the complete package. Nice interior finish there.
Young for three. And the miss. And so Atlanta. We're live, the home of the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after that loss to the Nets.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
You would have liked to have seen them make some adjustments and attack the rim, but they just kept firing from distance and couldn't get much to fall.
Now here is Conley. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Anderson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Levine deciding where to go with it. No good on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
Oh, well, Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Outside, Levine. Picked by Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's DeRozan. Second chance shot. The kick out to Williams. Levine wide open. Drills it from outside. Levine's got the first basket of the game for the Bulls.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time. Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
You can see the work Levine has put in on his three-point shot. He is now a legit threat from deep.
Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, I'ma keep it simple. Transport us to a benzo. Like shawty, where your friends though? On that, we jumping on, yeah, crescendo with after. Like girl, here's your Uber, you know that I'm super duper. When I flow, it's kinda crazy, yeah, I had to get my groove up. Yeah, I had to get my groove up. Ain't this doomsday on the drums, yeah, we just did it for fun, yeah, yeah. You know that I gotta go and get it right, nah, wait. But she just wanna stay at the club all night. Like, I'm running out of money, we ain't got no more. I got M's in the bank, M's in the bank. M's in the bank, like, shawty, what you think? Take it to an island, you know that I'm styling on these rappers. Yeah, they weak, yeah, they cheap, yeah, they can't do this, yeah. I'ma keep it simple, transport us to a benzo. Like, shawty, where your friends though? On that, we jumping on, yeah, crescendo. It's never hating show.
Good afternoon and welcome to a midday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying the weekend so far. Here we go. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
George left side. Deflected. Doncic outside. Irving with it. Guarded now by George. Here's Powell. Rebound by the Clippers. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
And, you know, what's most impressive about Luka Doncic is how fast he has become a bona fide star in this league. I mean, you get the feeling he's nowhere close to being done improving yet. But I believe those games at the highest level in Europe really prepared him to be a star in the NBA.
Here's Mann. He picked up 10 in his last game. George's shot is off.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And McGee with the stuff.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
And Luka's the kind of guy you build your team around, Clark.
Yeah, and I think his next step is being a franchise player that learns how to lead effectively. It's incredible how much he has already accomplished at such a young age, and his transition coming to the NBA from Europe has been, I think, surprisingly seamless.
And they pick up 2. George has got his second basket of the night.
George really efficient close to the hoop. He makes the most of just about every chance down low.
Irving for 3. He can't hit that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. And the first season matchup for them against the Mavericks this year.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
To the paint. And they doubled up Doncic. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Boy, calm and collected inside. Doncic's scoring ability, wide-ranging.
Kicks it to George. Pass to Zubac. Leonard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Steps back and shoots. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
With the drive. Chalk up 2 there.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Here's Hardy in his last outing with 12 points. Wood inside. And Wood with the stuff.
Showtime, Christian Wood putting down the hammer.
Ooh, good D by Plumlee. The Clippers trail. Here's Batum. And that one is hammered home.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Now here's Wood.
An area of big improvement for Christian Wood recently, his defensive presence. He's been doing more on that end of the floor the last couple of seasons.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And, you know, since having his role expanded, Wood has really blossomed and grown into it. He's a very talented, dependable forward in this league.
Batum outside. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And they take the lead. He's got 7.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
Well, good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers ahead. Up by... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points and their reserves delivered.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And, guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. On the wing, Irving. Three-pointer. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. And that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them. And it's blocked by Wood.
Boy, the length and activity of Wood making a huge impact here.
Back to man. Launches a three. And they recover it. On the wing man. Pass to Zubac. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Mavericks trailing. A nice shot by Doncic. Doncic has got 6 points. And the league saw a dramatic rise in the number of take fouls to stop the fast break. Clark, was the time right to make a change?
No doubt about it, B.A. Anything that slows down the game in an artificial manner needs to be eliminated from the game. So I think it was overdue, but the fact that they got to this point is good.
Zubac. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Pass to Irving. Back to Doncic. Outside for Irving. Now Hardaway. Outside Irving. 5 on the clock. Goes up at the elbow. Irving. The second chance points on the tip in. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
How about Irving showing you great energy there, just refusing to be boxed out.
And the Clippers miss again.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Back to Powell. Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And this Mavericks team, Grant, they are loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
Outside for Irving. Pass to Bullock. Down low. And Doncic with the jam.
Boy, there's a subtle but real physicality and aggressiveness to Doncic's approach to the game, and that's part of his greatness.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here are the Clippers, trailing by 2. George outside. Shakes him. Hauled in by McGee.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Bullock. No luck on that one. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Here's Hardy. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. A nice shot by McGee.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, and close shots that he takes. Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
And the shot's good. McGee's got 8.
They're really working the paint now.
Morris outside. Pass to George. Rebounded by Green. And Dallas with possession. They're on a 13-5 run. Bullock, good.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
for three. George drains the triple. He's got 13.
Paul George can get it done from anywhere on the court now. When he starts percolating, this guy can cook with gas. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
McGee with a steal. And now the Mavs on the run. For three, Hardy. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Mavericks ahead, leading by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer, one of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Knocked away. In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's George. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Pass to Powell. It's stolen by Leonard. Back to George. Tipped away. Leonard with the ball. The kick out to Morris. Back to Leonard. Morris sets a screen. 4 on the clock. George outside for the lead. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
Coming onto the floor for your player, Norman Powell.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Here's Doncic. Pass to Powell. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Powell's got his first 2 points of the night.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
The offensive rebound. The kick out to Morris. Now Zubac. Here's Mann. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
That one falls.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And you know, you felt this coming ever since summer. The idea of Kyrie Irving out of Brooklyn. Now, we all know the two sides just couldn't see a long-term future together. So the Nets were able to send Irving away and get something before he left in free agency.
The Clippers trail. Pass to Morris. This for the tie. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. That'll be the last leg of a 6-game road trip for the club.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
And the Clippers call time here. And so here are the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. Here's Highland. The shot misses. And it's Dallas the other way. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Covington no good. Irving for 3. Plumlee pulls down the board.
It's tough to get open in this league. And when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Highland misses. Here's Irving. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, one thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power, Grant.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what to do, finding his own purpose and his identity. And at times, that's meant being something of a renegade.
Good vision that time from Covington. Seems to have a nice knack for making the right pass at the right time.
Irving, that's good.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Pass to Highland. Oh, it's stolen. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Outside Irving. To the inside. Here's Wood. Outside for Irving. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. And now a 10-point Maverick lead.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Gordon left side. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And Dallas calls time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Both teams will make substitutions.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
Mavericks ball time. Here we go, fans. Let's get loud.
Covington over to help. Pass to Green. Outside Irving. Wood left side. George with a steal.
Dwight Powell. First personal foul. Second team foul.
That's good from George.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Mavericks leading. Pass to Irving. Here's Ntilikina. And here is Irving. He got it off in time. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Dallas. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end.
43.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Dallas with possession. Doncic outside. The 3-ball. Rebound by the Clippers. The drive by Man. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State, Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
And for Mann, proving he belongs earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
And B.A., I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision-maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for Coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
It's good on the putback.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
George knows how to get his man to overcommit and off balance so he can draw the foul. He's got a number of sneaky veteran tricks that he effectively uses.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Outside, Green. Oh, Leonard with the block.
One of the league's top defenders. Leonard excels at rising up to swat shots back.
Inside. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Hardaway. Moving it up. Powell's shot is off.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And Dallas calls time here. The Mavericks making a switch here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. So far, he's happy with their play, but he wants to prevent any kind of a letdown. He told the team, stay aggressive. Don't play not to lose. We want to push the action and try to break their spirit.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Irving for three. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Doncic. And it's blocked. Here's the break. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And you can't afford to lose sight of Leonard in these situations. He's just so dangerous and assertive in transition.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Powell. Outside for Irving. George with a steal. Leonard on the wing. Back to George. Driving inside. That one doesn't drop. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Irving with it. Guarded now by George. This one for three. And that one's good. Irving for three. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
You know, the threat of Irving's drive can open up looks for him from the perimeter. And he is a gifted scorer, folks.
From deep. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers running out of time. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Really strong right there. George able to take the contact and muscle it up and in.
Doncic outside. Lets it go from deep. Another miss by Irving. Morris outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
Dallas calls timeout. They're ahead by 6. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter here. Now Doncic. Pass to Irving. This shot is good. Doncic making the play. Irving's got 12 points in just the second half. It's George on the drive. Misses the layup. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Here's Doncic. George defending. Back to Irving. The three is up. Rebound by the Clippers.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And George with the jam.
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious.
Doncic with it. Powell sets a screen. 3 on the clock. Doncic, no good.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And he sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
Outside Irving. Dallas again missing. George, a deep three. Off target with the shot. And so it's...
Then all I really want, before you know it, she... And all that deep I was previously down for, replaced by I am currently down for. You see, I peaked it. Is power, that proud feeling we get knowing that is ours, and how it feels to feel that feeling you feeling when you be gotta sing. And all the pain the world caused, she be healing that. And all that ain't your girl, dog, but you be and you just wanna tell her everything she might need. But in the meantime, it's lights, please. Lights, please. Lights, please. Turn off the lights. For now, everything just seems so right. And how you make the darkness seem so bright. I'm feeling like things gon' be alright. Lights, please. Lights, please. Turn off the lights. For now, everything just seems so right. And how you make the darkness seem so bright. I'm feeling like things gon' be alright. So now we in the hotel. She say she wanna, I hear her and I'm willing. But every time I, well, mind gone. So that every word I spoke, well, I'm trying to put her on, but she couldn't hear me. I told her all about how we been living a lie, and that they love to see us all go to. Like, baby, look at how they show us on the TV screen. But all she ever want me to do is. Then all I really want is. Before you know it. And all that net I was previously talking is now that I'm currently lost in. And why that sweat drip, I am reminded all the times my brother told me that I'm finding the more.
Happy weekend, everyone. It's the NBA on Saturday night, presented to you live on 2K Sports. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Dinwiddie, right side. To the wing, right side. Here's Claxton. Here's Thomas. No good with the triple. Here's Robertson. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Allen on the wing. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And a nice finish on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Thomas. Who poked away. We played just over a minute here in the first. To the paint. And so he draws.
Walked in this, put on my chains on. Walked in this, put on my chains on. Yeah, she finna do what I say so. Okay, she finna do what I say so. Walk, 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 you walk, walk, you walk, walk. Walked in this, put on my chains on. Walked in this, put on my chains on. Thought that was my pants. I won't buy her no flowers, but I'll buy her here. Yeah, I came from Iran. Auntie, and she out in Japan. Woke up in the morning and I went and spent the 50 bucks. How was you? Ran out in Colombia. And she called my phone. That's not my son. Walked in. 80,000 on my wrist. Yeah, sipping. Don't sip. No way. Walked in this, put on my chains on. Walked in this, put on my chains on. Yeah, she finna do what I say so. Okay, she finna do what I say so. Walk, 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 you walk, walk, you walk, walk. Walked in this, put on my chains on. Walked in this, put on my chains on.
weekend, everyone. It's the NBA on Saturday night, presented to you live on 2K Sports. Joining me tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. I'm Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. We'll see the Dallas Mavericks facing the New Orleans Pelicans. Right side, Stevenson. Puts up a three. He buries it from three.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Ingram. Five on the clock. The rebound by Nowitzki. Here's Kidd. Pass to Stevenson. Here's Kidd. To the inside. Here's Chandler. And that one is hammered home.
Jason Kidd. Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Out to McCollum. Outside Ingram. Here's the three. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Ingram with the double team. Here's Stevenson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And here's Ingram. Pass to Jones. Outside Ingram. Ingram can't get that one to fall. Here's Kidd. Takes a three. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And the Pelicans call time here. McCollum with it. Pass to Ingram. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Just 5 to shoot. To stop the drought. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Kidd.
What you doing on this side? Do you know where you at? Let me give you some advice before you get too attached, baby. Don't get caught up in the lies, 'cause you will never make it back. 'Cause this city, this town, is so much more than that. Baby, do you feel like surfing on the waves? Ooh, baby, now we can freak it from Hollywood up to the Bay. Ooh, yeah, let me show you what that West like. Alright, baby, won't you come and ride with me? I'll show you what that West like. Alright.
I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports.
Yeah, for this team, nothing can go right, and it's affecting their mental. I mean, not much swagger in that locker room right now. They need a signature win to turn the tide.
Now here's Jackson. And he can't get that one. Good work defensively by James.
Here's all you need to know about how talented Anthony Davis was as a young player. He was invited to play for the U.S. national team when he was a college freshman.
Here's Morant. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game.
Showing off that vert, Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
AD won gold with Team USA in London in 2012. Richard, he was the only college player on the team.
With all of that pressure and intensity, it probably gave AD a great taste of what life was going to be like in the NBA.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Now, nobody spends more time in the paint than LeBron James. He knows he's going to get the contact, and he still goes in there.
Both free throws good from James.
And you look at the career that LeBron has put together. One of the all-time greats. Amazingly lived up to the hype he had coming out of high school.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with a lead pass. Well done.
Inside. Stolen by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. James, left side. And James throws it down.
The fact that LeBron James can still do that at 100 years old, like, it's a travesty that he never participated in the dunk contest.
Now here's Morant. Last game we saw him with 32 points. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. James, a good look. Pass to Russell. Clock at 6. The three. Kept alive. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Morant with it. Pass to Jackson. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Grizzlies substitution.
Jackson down low. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Clark. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Well, we're at the time of the calendar when some teams go through a midseason lull. Graham, what has to be done to avoid that?
Well, first of all, you have to keep your composure. You cannot panic. And, of course, this is when a coach earns his keep. Motivation becomes key. Keeping the players focused and making sure nobody starts coasting.
Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor.
And given the nature of the rivalry between these teams, expect emotions to be running high. Both teams have to feel a little on edge right now.
And who doesn't love this stuff? Two teams that have beef. Look, the stakes are a little bit higher, and it should make this a very interesting matchup.
Count it. 1-for-1 to start the game. With the trade deadline approaching, RJ, the rumor mill has been active. How does that affect a player when their names are being mentioned in trade rumors?
Well, it can be a blow to your confidence, and it makes it tough to trust the organization at times. And if players are well-liked, it can tear a locker room apart. I've seen it.
The shot's good. James has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
Now the Lakers moving it up. That one doesn't drop. Now the Heat take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
As they say, live by the three, die by the three. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
You would have liked to have seen them make some adjustments and attack the rim, but they just kept firing from distance and couldn't get much to fall.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. For three, Lowry. Again, the Heat misses. And Grant, no team better than Miami at developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. You look at last year's playoffs, Strus, Martin. Vincent, Robinson. It's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap driven league.
Pass to Butler. Back to Adebayo. And again, another missed shot.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Russell from deep three-point land. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Hero for three. The Lakers with a rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And James gets it to go.
I just love the ball move.
Now here's Lowry. A key piece to their offense, putting up 12 points a game. Outside Davis. Pass to Reeves. And here's Hachimura. In his last outing, 8 points for him. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Los Angeles.
So both teams changing it up here.
Okay, fans, time to get on your feet.
1:57 left in the first quarter. Here's Schroeder. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Walker for three. Strus grabs the miss. Here's Vincent. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Oladipo. The shot misses. And Los Angeles the other way now. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And the win was there for them. They just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
They played pretty solid basketball, but a few miscues is all it takes to turn a win into a loss, especially against a good team.
Bamba in the high post. Up top, Beasley. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13 and a half a game. Out of bounds. Going to be Miami's ball. Miami trailing. Here's Vincent. And again, Miami with a triple.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Beasley hits them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
To the paint. From the arc. And again, Miami with a triple.
A tremendous facilitator out of the wing. Butler finding the uncovered man.
And it's Beasley penetrating. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
The shot by Oladipo, no good. The Lakers in the lead. Beasley outside. Takes it inside. And here's Schroeder outside. The shot off that time. Here's Vincent. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. 11.
Your Heat Youth Dance Team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles. As for the Lakers, you think this is the last team LeBron plays for?
You know, B.A., he certainly wants to play with his son. We know that. Now, whether that's in the purple and gold, only time will tell. It would definitely be fun to see them both with this storied franchise.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Miami is very efficient. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, you want to maximize your offense in all the different ways in your menu without feeling like you're taking turns. I don't think anyone would say that about our team. They're an unselfish group that likes sharing the ball, and they enjoy each other's success. Brian?
Allie, thank you. Adebayo with it. Hachimura covering. Strus's shot is off. Pass to Davis. Fires for three. Adebayo grabs the board. Stolen by Davis. And Davis slams it home.
What do you want? Agility? He's got it. Height? He's got it. Davis has every advantage on this play. Defenses just can't effectively counter him.
Here are the Lakers now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Russell. Adebayo with the rejection.
What a menacing swat by Bam, letting them know there are no easy shots when he's around.
Miami, no good that time either.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And it's good for two.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
James brings the double team. Pass to Adebayo. And there's a 3-second violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And Davis slams it home. All right, Richard, I was looking over your accomplishments, doing a little extra prep on you. An NBA title with the Cavs, a state title in high school, and almost won it all in college at Arizona. Is that the one what-if in your career?
Oh, no. Thank you for bringing those up. But, yeah, I have tons of what-ifs. I have, obviously the college championship. I also got Athens in the 04. And, look, just for giggles, I also like to talk about the 2 times I lost in the NBA Finals going against Shaq and Kobe, then Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Manu Ginobili. But the funny thing is, it's not like they didn't have Hall of Fame head coaches. It was only Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich. So, I've run into a few buzzsaws in my day.
Nice move. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Here's all you need to know about how talented Anthony Davis was as a young player. He was invited to play for the U.S. national team when he was a college freshman.
AD won gold with Team USA in London in 2012. Richard, he was the only college player on the team.
With all of that pressure and intensity, it probably gave AD a great taste of what life was going to be like in the NBA.
And the Heat with possession. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. And they get it back. Oladipo outside. They need this. Here's Vincent.
Send you on its way.